Yo, what's good? It's your boy Manny and
Numsy.
okay, and you're here with Fit Stories with Manny and Numsy. We have a very great guest on the show today.
Yep.
She's her name is Ebere. She's a coach. She's going through postpartum. Am I correct? Am I saying it right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And she has a story to tell, for all the ladies out there who are going through, just gave birth and how do you get back in shape. And luckily for us, she's also a coach, so she probably is going to give us more tips on what to do. So I'm going to go with the first question to her. Mr. Barry, by the way, how are you?
I'm fine, okay.
Okay, nice to meet you. So my first question for you today is, what was your why? Now this is before your baby. What is your why? Why did you get into fitness?
Okay.
What was the reason? What was the motivation?
Okay. So I'll go by the testimony church way. It all started in 2013. So I was a student in Uniben, and we had this very long ASU strike. Everybody was at home, and then people started making comments like, "Oh, you're getting fat. You're getting fat." So I just took my small Nokia phone then and went on Google and just typed exercises to lose weight. Then yoga popped up. So I started seeing yoga exercises. So I'll go outside and do like...
Wait, yoga can make you lose weight?
That's what I saw on Google.
Okay.
So there's a story behind that. So that's the first thing I saw. And then I went outside, I did some of the poses I saw on Google. I posted on Facebook and people were like, "Hey, is that you? That's not you." I'm like, is it that serious? Is it that interesting? So that was how I originally got into it. So after the strike, I went back to school at Uniben Stadium. When I would go and practice, I would see some girls like, teach me, I like it, Taekwondo. They wanted me to join the team. I'm like, this thing is getting interesting. Then people started offering me money. Please, can you pay me? Can you take us every Saturday? We'll pay you. I'm like, hey, I can make money from this thing. Okay. So after school, I found out that in the Nigeria fitness setting as at then, you cannot just be a yoga instructor. You have to go into a gym first. So you have to go under general fitness. Okay. So that was really how I got into fitness. So I went to a gym before I even knew what chest, pectoralis, muscles, before I knew anything. I just went to a gym. I told them I want to be like a yoga teacher here. They allowed me. So from there, I learned in the game. Over time, I got certified. So that's really how I got into fitness.
Yes. So I want to ask you, Ebere, how do you balance fitness with being a mom or mom life? Let me put it that way. How do you balance your fitness and being a mom?
Okay, so I would not say it's really hard. And it's all because I started fitness before being a mom. Okay. So it's like I just continued. Like I'm a personal trainer and group class instructor. I work in the gym. So it's like, oh, you got married. In between, you found out you're pregnant. The pregnancy is not high risk. You keep going to work. Wow. After that, you have your baby. You go on your maternity leave. You come back. So, and then being a fitness trainer, the job is quite flexible. It's quite flexible. It's not really taxing. You work shifts. I don't have to be at the gym like from morning till evening. If I was working in some
Wait,
other
hold
places.
on. There's a difference between a fitness trainer and a gym instructor.
Okay.
Okay. No, that's a conversation for another day. But let's continue. Yes,
okay. So I don't have to be in the gym all day. So I'll take the kids to school in the morning. Then when I'm off my shift, I pick them up. I go home. So I try to just balance it up. And I was just lucky that pregnancy allowed me to remain in the fitness industry, because if pregnancy had knocked me off, I probably had fallen off and it would be so hard to get back in. But I was just lucky. Pregnancy allowed me to do what I used to do on a normal day. So I just continued with the flow.
I think I'm really proud of you, because it's not easy. Some persons are like, she's a coach now. I've seen people that were coaches, dancers. As soon as they got married, had one or two children, they just give up on the whole fitness journey and all that. So it's not really easy. So kudos on that. Yeah, well done.
Okay, so to go on the B side of that question, because I think because you are a coach and you already had this the fitness lifestyle before pregnancy, it's something that's easier for you. So we have an audience out there that they probably they don't have muscle memory, if you know what I'm trying to say. As in, like we in the gym say, muscle.
Yes.
You know, what would you advise them? How would you want them to come out? Because some of them are just going to the gym or getting introduced to the fitness lifestyle for the first time. You know, how would they go about theirs? Because for you, it's easier. You already have a routine you can fall back to. They don't have any routine. So what would you tell all our, mothers out there who are not happy with their bodies, or how can they start their own journey?
Okay, so for mothers who have no fitness history, like you never used to go to the gym, you never used to exercise at home, but now you're a mom, and of course you want to lose weight, you want to get your body back, get your spark back. Usually I will advise you to just take your mind off the concept of get the body back now, because imagine how many months it took you to look the way you are, first of all. So even if you were really slim, it took you 9 months. In fact, in some cases 10, because 40 weeks. So it took you 10 whole months to look the way you're looking right now, and you created a whole human being. I mean that's something really supernatural. So first of all, take your mind away from that concept of, oh, snap back, this person is snapping back, I want to snap back. It's all about consistency, it's all about discipline, it's all about determination. So if you want it, for sure you can get it. So some people will go by the way of YouTube first. They'll just go in there, find exercises that they can do, and then they'll follow those exercises, achieve their result. But some, it's really hard, to work without a physical motivation. So you should really try signing up with a personal trainer at the gym. So it's not just about going to the gym and following the classes. There are some exercises that you should not even do as someone that just had a baby. For instance, sit-ups. That's this rectal. That one is another story for another day. There are so many women. I've seen a mom of 3 that doesn't even know what this rectal is like. She doesn't even know that she's not supposed to do sit-ups. So I feel like that should be a whole topic, like to educate our moms, even new moms, old moms, about the injuries that you can incur when you just stand up from your maybe 4 months postpartum and jump into the gym without the assistance of a personal trainer that know what they're actually doing. So if you rush into it, sit-ups, planks, you just notice that your midsection is going to keep getting wider. Your stomach, the bulge is not going to reduce at all. So that's why I say always seek for the training of a personal trainer that knows what they're doing to help you. So by that way, get somebody that knows what they're doing, and then you follow everything they tell you. Try to be consistent. It will not be easy. Don't listen to those people that will tell you, pay 1 month. If you don't get your body back in 1 month, girl, trust me, it's not going to be easy, because remember all the time it took to get to look like that. So it will take some time for you to get to the girl that you used to be. But what I can tell you is that it's very possible.
Sure.
Very, very possible.
So since you had a baby, what changed about your routine? One, we have to give our audience tips, postpartum tips, and also any specific exercise. You don't have to demonstrate, you just give. Yeah. So what changed about your routine? Tips of postpartums. You don't have to let all the cat out of the bag so that you have more.
So this part is very personal, because it has to also do with breastfeeding. So from my personal experience now, when I had my first baby, he stopped breastfeeding on his own at 4 months. So it was easier for me to jump back. And 4 months, I had 4 months maternity leave. So it's like, it just happened that immediately I got off, he stopped on his own. So when I go back to the gym, I could easily do the things I used to do before, even though I had the experience, but it was harder. So I just followed my routines. I teach group classes every day. So that one, first of all, really helped me. Because sometimes, I don't know, people that work out a lot, you find out that in the first 20 minutes into your exercise routine, you're like tired, like, oh, can I do it? Am I sure I'll be able to get it? But if you can push past that first phase, trust me, you would know what you're doing, you will get stronger, and you find out that you finish
like
your
a cruise
routine.
control.
Exactly. So now I'm teaching a class.
Yeah.
Then I had my cardio blast class, for example, was 1 hour. So I have to do 1 hour. And these people are looking at me like, okay, Ebere, what is she doing? I cannot go and not do
1 hour.
what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah.
So I got back into the gym and I started with my group classes. I would modify for myself in most cases. So even currently when I teach my classes, because I know a lot of women, just had a baby, postpartum, diastasis recti, I always create modifications. So that was how I got back. I started with my classes, started getting stronger, and I snapped back. Remember, my son also stopped breastfeeding early. But this one, the second one, we are 7 months postpartum, and she is still nursing, like seriously, she's still nursing. So your boobs are not going to get like smaller the way
It used
so
to be.
now it's like, okay, where am I? Like, where is Ebere? So breastfeeding has affected that because now there is milk, so the breast is going to look bigger. That's just the truth.
Yeah.
So I'm not looking as snatched as I used to look for my first baby. And you really have to give it time, because you cannot also say, oh, let me stop the baby from breastfeeding so that I will snap back and look good. I'm not going to do that. So yes, the first one stopped when he stopped, but the second one is the baby is really, really taking the time, and I'm just going to allow it. But I'm not going to stop exercising. So I'm going to keep my midsection in check by doing the right exercises I'm supposed to do. So also for tips, I'm not going to be lifting heavy. You just come out. Some women will just come into the gym 3 months, 4 months postpartum. I want to pick up the weight that they used to use before. Bleeding. Boom. Back to the doctor. Stitches losing.
Wow.
You can really get yourself injured. So for tips, when you come back to fitness, just take your time. Go slow. I even tell like some pregnant women and postpartum, people that are just fresh out of delivery, 3-4 months, that come back to the gym. When they attend my classes, I always, like I said, modify, and they have their special, when we're doing jumping jacks, they do the modified jumping jacks.
Yeah.
And then for the midsection, for the core, the exercises that I would advise on the spot right now, number 1, diaphragm breathing. Diaphragm breathing, this one you can do it straight out of, like as you push the baby out, you can start. After your C-section, when they've stabilized you, you can start on the bed. It's just inhale, engage core, exhale, release. So that one is very simple. And then after 6 weeks, when the doctor has cleared you, or depending, some people it could take 2 months, 3 months before the doctor clears you to go back to exercising. After the doctor has cleared you, girl, start your glute bridges, start your heel taps, heel slides on the ground as well. All of these ones, you can do it from the comfort of your home.
Good.
Start on your back, you can do from the heel slides, you can turn around and do bed dogs.
Okay.
There are different variations of bed dogs. You can do your dynamic bed dog, your static bed dog. You can do your dead bugs as well. So if you don't know the names, just go on Google. Everything is simple. Just type dead bugs. It will come up, it will pop up how to do it, So if you're trying to, find your footing, find your ground before you go to the gym, you can just do, I've got about 5. So you can do these simple ones at home first before you try to leave the house.
Also remember, if you don't have any idea on how to do it, you go get yourself a coach for starters. Yes, so to avoid...
Or someone that has been through it. You don't have to get the coach. Someone that has been through it. You understand? Okay. Okay, so I think for our last question for the day, or one of our last questions, when it comes to diets, like I know when you just have a baby, it's like that's when you want to eat. It's just like when you're pregnant, because now you need to always recover. Am I correct? You always have to recover to be able to produce the milk. So how do you guys manage? How did you manage your diet, or how are you managing your diet? Is it the same thing you eat? Are you going to be on calorie deficit, or we're just going to be maintenance mode? So
just to go back to what you said, pregnancy, postpartum diet. So for pregnancy, I really feel like I've seen some people say, oh, she's just eating too much. You don't have to. Other women that are pregnant are not eating this much. So from my personal experience, 2 pregnancies, I was not able to eat. So you see me looking so tiny, but the stomach is so big. That's the only way you know I'm pregnant. So I feel like having food aversions while I was pregnant is the same way somebody has large appetites while they are pregnant. I could not help it. Like, people used to beg me. people will buy me food. Ebere, just try and eat. I feel like that's the same way the other lady cannot help herself. She just has to eat. So I feel really bad when people say pregnant woman, she's eating too much. But let me not get emotional. That one aside. So for postpartum, I feel like now you are more in control of your body, even though your hormones are still everywhere, but you can really control what you eat over when you are pregnant. So for postpartum, there are also ways to go about it. So you start with portion control, because trust me, they are going to, first of all, the omugwo face in this country, they're going to pack you up, they're going to put a lot of stuff in your body, you know, and at that time, at that point, you're so vulnerable. Oh, you want your baby to survive with milk, you want to recover, and they're telling you, your mother-in-law, people around, they are only telling you that this is how the baby is going to get the milk. If you don't take the pap, there's no milk. Hey, your breast milk production is not high. We are drink tea. Girl, you're going to blow up. You're going to blow up, because you find out that some people, they look so skinny, like they were quite in shape during pregnancy, but the postpartum, the fact that number one, you can't exercise, you're just recovering, trying to heal. The fact that you can't exercise and now they're now heaping you with food, you will not notice it in the first month though. It's the second, in fact, maybe after 4 months, you will just find out that, hey, I'm now big. It's the food. So portion control is what I will always advise. And when my baby turned 6 months, I started this intermittent fasting. So I would not eat from morning, because she's not with me at work, you know, she's not even feeding at that time. So I will not eat at all till 2 p.m. So this I'm not telling anybody to do it, but
this is your
just
own...
my own, this is what I do. So I'll just do that. And also because I cannot detoxify yet, she's breastfeeding, whatever I take, she's probably going to also be detoxifying. What is she detoxifying?
Understood, that's true.
Exactly. So I can't do that. So what I can do, and also, you know, from 6 months, baby, she can now eat whatever, you know, babies, she's no longer depending solely on the breast milk. So now she can eat all that thing. So now I can now do my intermittent fasting and then avoid late night food. That's another problem. As a mom, you know, you're the one in the kitchen, you cook and all of that. So the diet part, I'll just say, me, I do the intermittent fasting and try to watch what I eat. And then for the intermittent fasting, I'll always break it with fruits. Then before I go into the normal food that everybody eats. Yes.
Okay, thank you. So, do you have a last question? Or?
Okay, one last question.
Okay.
What's your best part about getting fit as a mom, and how has looking at your babies inspired you into fitness or staying consistent in fitness?
The best part about getting fit as a mom, I think the pregnancy part, the part of inspiring other women, like me, I'm a trainer. So imagine from 1 month to the end, I'm at the gym. That one alone, I feel like somebody's looking at me like, if she can do it, I can do it. I feel like that's enough inspiration. Just me being that pregnant and in the gym without even talking.
Yeah.
I feel like it's inspiring. Even the men. In fact, the most compliments I would get are from the men. Hi, Ebere, you're really trying. You know, they encourage you. When I teach my group classes, they want to do it like, Ebere is pregnant. She's doing
it. What about
she's doing the burpees. So why can't I have to do it? I'm not even pregnant. So that one, the fact that I'm inspiring people while at it, and also creating this, is it fit lineage? I don't know. Because now my kids,
very athletic.
Yes, they're really athletic.
Yeah.
I don't know, but they are strong. They are so strong. And then my dad would say, this is how it was as a child. I used to climb the trees, but my mom was not fit. Do you understand?
Mm-hmm.
So when I will now link it to maybe because I was pregnant, is that why my baby is like this? But the fact that my mom was not, and I turned out this way, it just helps me to now position my kids. Like maybe if my parents were into fitness, when I was really young, I could run. Maybe they would have put me into, athletics proper.
Yeah.
So now I will have to provide that for my kids, because now I know better, flexibility and all of that, and they're going to get into sport. My son is going to be a pole vaulter.
Mm-hmm.
And my daughter, I'm figuring it out. So
yeah.
just saying this out, maybe few years time, I'll come back to this video. Yeah.
That's good.
So,
That's
thank
good. That's
you.
amazing.
So Barry got few athletes, some baby athletes already in the
Yeah.
making. So let's thank you for that.
Even research actually shows that when if the parents are quiet, like there's tendencies,
most
tendencies,
that's
high
true.
tendencies.
That your kids will be.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Barry, for
you.
being on our show. We are very happy that you came to teach the mothers out there and the to-be mothers, some tips and inspire them as well on things that they can do or be better. We really are happy that you joined our show today. And so for our viewers out there, you can follow Ebere on IG. What's your handle?
At Ebereels.
Okay.
Ebereels. EBEREELS. Everywhere.
Okay.
YouTube, TikTok, Instagram is the same thing.
Okay, so you get them free tips, right?
Yes.
Like free?
So if you come there, you like it.
Tag me if she doesn't give you
like
free
it.
tips. Tag me if she doesn't give you free tips.
Yeah.
But thank you guys for joining us. I hope you guys were educated and enlightened. And like I said, if you have any questions, you can reach out to her personally. You can reach out to our coach also, Mr. Numsy. And on to our next episode. Thanks for watching and have a great one.
Have a great one.
Peace.
I lose more weight when I'm home than when I'm going to the gym.
When I actually started, the first
Motivation came from him.
he was like, okay, you know what? I'll give you 1 million if you're able to. lose
1 million
weight."
motivated
Who
you.
would want
1
to
million
work out?
motivated you. But you are richer than 1
That
million.
was when I dropped 15 kg in
Wow.
less than 2 months.
Fit Stories with Manny and
Namzi.